Okay, so now we're going to look at some more techniques. We obviously need to fix a fair bit of stuff up from here. I've just used the space and command key to zoom in and zoom out. Here are our folders, so you can see all our items are in there. There's our main page. So what I want to do, I'm just going to hide this, is try and get all these text pieces here to change colours. So if I use my select with the move tool, that's what we're looking at. Looks like the font, it's not a font, it's an image. Let's put that on. So what I'm going to do is pick a colour. FX, outer colour overlay. Let's move that aside. Oh, it's already blue. If I click in there, I don't really need to select anything in here. If it's quite dangerous, it's even worse. I can actually look for a colour that's in there. Maybe yellow, maybe red. What do you all think? I might leave it as red, see how it looks. Yeah, that might work. Still, it's not recommended. It is still mixing with the background, so I still will have to do some more layer effects. I think there's one in here too, isn't there? Yep, there is, it sure is. So in there, click in there. Same thing. Color overlay, red, brilliant. It's mixing too much. So there's a bit of a danger zone here that we can't read it. And obviously red and blue don't go together, so we're in a bit of a strife. Clicking on there. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try, I know we've tried outer glow right here. What I want to try now is something called drop shadow. The drop shadow needs to be used very carefully. There we go. Just zoom back. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Opacity 79. Lift the size a little bit. We can see it's now sticking up a little bit more. If I put a stroke in there, would that make a difference? Oh no, we can't do that. Maybe that. Press OK. How does it look? Can we read the type is the question. I still don't think it's a good idea. I still think we need to mellow it out. So colour is so important in any design. Going back to colour overlay, clicking in there. Notice I'm not going back in there. Going back to my colour swatch. See what I can pick. Click in there. Maybe green. That's interesting. Yellow. I think yellow might work well with blue, so I might leave it at yellow. It's OK. And the actual stroke didn't help me too much, so I'm going to hide that. I'm quite happy with that. That's nice and gentle, not in your face. I want the same for the red. So here, I want the same layer styles, or the layer effects, on here as well. So if I right click on the side here, there's something here called copy layer style. So I need to copy that. Click on here, or layer, wherever. On the right hand side, paste layer style. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have to do the same thing all the time. So that's the side there. Let's move her image up. And that would give me a nice negative space. So the yellow would move into there. Alright, well what about all this other type? What's going to happen there? Well, there's a few options we can take. Something I may want to consider is maybe making it all white. I do like it clean. I do like clean effects. I'm just going to hide here. Look into there. That's the text I'm going to have a nice swing for. Into there. Color overlay is white. I'm going to put a little drop shadow in there. Oh, a little bit too dark, I think. The size would have to be considerably reduced. That's interesting. I'll leave it like that. Turn that on. Bit hard to read still, unfortunately. But I do want to copy these effects on all the other areas here. So if I turn again, right click, copy layer style, right click, paste layer style. I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. In there. Right click, paste layer style, and so forth. How about I click all of these together, pressing my shift key, right click and paste layer style. I think we're getting a bit faster now. What about this and this and this and that? Right click, paste layer style. There we have our image. Still not happy with it. What I prefer is a little bit of negative space. Oh, that doesn't look good. Take that off. And that doesn't look good. So it doesn't always work, does it? This is where you probably need to mask the areas, but it's not necessary for this project. Oops. Effects off. And effects off. This one here, I think we agreed that a multiply was in order. Okay. So what I would suggest then, if it's all just too much, create a new layer here. Create an area to surround. Pick a colour. Let's see what yellow's got to offer. Edit and then fill. Yes. I'll go a bit darker. So you generally get the swing of things. There, that's a bit better. So what we've actually done, we've combined that purple together. It's all about colours, what suits colours. In there to there, in there. I would now look at the lipstick and maybe change that colour. But I can always go back, create a new layer, and make that layer into a layer blend of just colour. Okay, I think we're now to the end. Just got to show you how to save it. We can move on. Oh, about this colour. Get so confused. The colours are always there. You don't have to pick a new colour. The colours are always within the pictures. Edit, fill. It's not letting me fill because I'm not on the layer. Edit, fill, and voila. All done. To save it, File, Save As, into the folder that you're going to send me for your assessment. Where it says Photoshop, what I'd like you to do is to have a Photoshop PDF file. So Photoshop PDF is what I'm requiring. The layers are still there, it's not flattened. Press Save. And it tells me about the older version all the time. Preserve Photoshop, yep, I'm good. Oh, yes, we do want to preserve it. You love the dialog boxes in Photoshop. All saved. And that's it, guys. Good luck with your assessment. I know you can do it. Be brave. Be daring. One thing I do want you to consider, though, is just to reflect on the actual project itself. And remember that it needs to be part of a brief.